It's all about you, episode 4, posture. I was going to title this one backache, but I've gone with posture. And looking after yourself is important. It's because you're important to your business and because you're important, full stop. You look after yourself physically on site. You have safety obligations, don't you, for yourself and to your employees and anyone on your job site. But it all kind of goes out of the window in the office, doesn't it? We buy cheap desks and chairs and laptops or desktops and off we go and we get working. I'm going to focus on you rather than your employees for this because that's the title. It's all about you. But this does apply equally to your staff, your office staff, okay? If you spend all day
hunched over a laptop like that,
I don't know if you can see me,
hunched over a laptop like that,
peering at the screen and typing on that little keyboard and using that little trackpad, you're going to get backache. And if you do it long term and you do it for long periods every day, you're quite likely to do yourself some serious damage. Let me tell you a story about what happened to me. I started this business, Small Fish Business Coaching, in 2006. I worked from home. I bought a desk and I bought a laptop so I could go and work in people's offices or in cafes. But I thought I can sit on one of those dining chairs. So I spent 6 months doing lots of working like that, slouching when I was on the phone, hung the phone like that when I was typing notes, sitting with my chin on my hand while I thought. And then one day I went and reefed my camper trailer out of the garage without really thinking and paying attention to how I did it, and something went ping in my back and I did myself a serious injury. I got a bulging disc and I was in significant pain for, 6 or 8 weeks. It wasn't very nice. It cost me a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort to fix myself, a lot of time, a lot of money in physiotherapy. I had to buy a new mattress, and part of my treatment and my fix was buying a proper desk chair and a monitor and a keyboard and learning to sit properly and going to the gym and doing core strength exercises and really trying to get conscious about my posture. Right? And I wouldn't say I'm very good in that now, but I haven't had a recurrence of the injury, so fingers crossed. If you've moved from working on site and moving about every day into an office environment, you're at risk like I was. You might be setting yourself up for something similar. And I'm reminding you, it's not very nice, right? I'm sure there's a few people on here who've had similar problems, who've had similar injuries. You're in a higher risk position than I am. You move from being at home, sitting hunched over your laptop, to going to a work site. You probably get involved and lift things up and get stuck in sometimes and help your team out, even if you're not actively on the tools yourself. So you're at much greater risk of doing yourself an injury, even with your training that you've had about how to lift properly and things like that. It's a serious thing, right? You look after yourself on your job site, you lift properly, you wear proper boots, you wear your hard hat, you wear your eye protection, all that stuff. You get in the car and you put your seatbelt on, and then you get into the office and it all goes out the window. So what you should do is look after yourself in the office too. You should set your work area up properly. You should get a proper desk at the approved proper height. You should get a proper chair that makes you sit up straight with your bum backed into the seat at the back and your feet flat on the floor. You should get a monitor that's kind of there so you're looking out and slightly down, not down. You should have a decent sized keyboard and a mouse that's there rather than the trackpad so you're not sitting hunched over like that. If you're really keen, get yourself a stand-up desk. I'm buying a stand-up desk soon so that rather than sitting, I'm standing up, my back's straight, and I'm inclined to move about a bit more. And moving's very important, okay? We're not built to sit for long periods. We're built to move about and be constantly moving. That's what this is what doctors are saying lately and physiotherapists and the like. So move. If you're going to sit, set yourself a ping on your phone that makes you get up and walk about for a couple of minutes every half an hour. If you're on the phone, don't sit, pace around. I pace around while I'm on the phone, okay? I'm about to buy, it gets better, right? My stand-up desk story gets better. My friend bought one that has a stand-up desk with a treadmill under it, and he's moving back to New Zealand. I'm buying that from him. So I'll be walking while I'm working. I think that's hilarious. I don't know how it will go for me, but I'll be moving and I'll be protecting my back and I won't be slouched in my chair. I get backache and neckache. I'm sure you do too. At the very least, buy yourself a proper desk and a monitor and a keyboard and a decent chair and try and sit properly and try and be conscious of this. Move every hour, walk around when you're on the phone, and of course, consider doing the same for your employees. Right? It may feel like a bit of an expense, some desks and some proper chairs instead of the cheap shite you get from Office Works or wherever, but I suspect it's a worthwhile investment in your own health and in your team's health. I can help a little bit by helping you commit to doing this and making a plan and thinking about the money and holding it accountable. But I'm primarily a business coach. I run a program called the Tradie's Toolbox coaching program, which is about helping you make more money and put those structures and systems in place in your business. If you're interested in that, book yourself a 10-minute chat to talk to me about whether it's right for you, or book yourself on the next Tools Down workshop, where you can have a taster of it over a couple of days on a weekend, or subscribe to get these emails sent to you every Tuesday. And remember, stand up straight and watch your posture.